Hey there, guys! This is Pharaoh2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Last time we left off, we finished Case 4. However, with a ending that we just weren't expecting. Sure, our client, Solomon Starbuck, he's not guilty, which is great. However, with that lighter, we find out whose fingerprints were on him. It's Athena's. That's not good. So we just see we have to see how this is gonna we have to see how this is gonna conclude. That was a mouthful for me. So we are about to go in to the final episode of this game. Turnabout for tomorrow. This should be insane. No one can escape their past. The sins we've committed and the sadness we've caused. No matter how far we run, our past remains, as ever present as the moon in the sky. It looms in wait for the day when we are forced to face it. But only in doing so can we truly make peace and move on and hope towards tomorrow. Phoenix got deep there. Alright. So, that little intro, especially like seeing like young Athena, and that had to be Blackquill, right? I mean, the silhouette really looked like him, and it was a freaking samurai sword anyway. So I'm already thinking, are they somehow related to something? We'll see. We'll see. They took Athena from the courtroom straight to the station. She's probably being questioned at this very moment. After this past year, I took it for granted that those two would always be here. But now, Apollo has gone off on his own to seek his own truth. And my pursuit of the truth only ended up with Athena becoming the new suspect. Some boss I turn out to be. It's even quieter in here than usual. Yeah, it seems so empty, too. I just don't get it, Daddy. All of your reasoning during the trial seemed perfectly solid. Yeah, and I still believe it was. At least based on what we know. But now Athena's the one who's being accused. During the trial for the bombing and murder that occurred at the Cosmos Space Center, the lighter used by the real culprit was found. This lighter proved the defendant, Solomon Starbuck, innocent. but Athena's prints were found on it instead. She was subsequently arrested for the murder. But Athena couldn't have done it. It just doesn't make any sense. No, none of it does. I've been racking my brain, but I just can't figure it out. Ugh! Where's the flaw in my reasoning? What have I got wrong in this case? You know, Daddy, if Athena was here, she wouldn't just be sitting around thinking. She'd be out there doing something. You are gonna defend Athena, right, Daddy? Of course I will! And thanks, Trucy. I needed that push. Trucy's right. The trial's tomorrow. There's no time to waste. If I'm gonna prove Athena's innocence, I better get out there and find some evidence. Off we go, then. We're on a hunt for evidence that'll prove Athena's innocence. Great. Before we go, I better tidy up the evidence I have on hand. So, alright, all unnecessary evidence, just screw it. Athena's probably still in the middle of being questioned. So, Trucy's right. The thing to start with is talking to people at the Space Center. Okay, that seems like a perfectly sound, well, decision right there. Before I actually do anything, I really want to take a look at the evidence I have so far again, because it's been like weeks since I recorded episode, like the ending of episode 4, so, or case 4, so, yeah, to say the least, I kind of forgot some stuff, so I kind of like how case 4 and 5 are kind of like intertwined, like it's basically, case 5 is just a continuation of 4, really, I guess in a certain sense, anyway. Cross-section, the knife, block, which we noticed the whole thing with the disengaged, the knob thing. Security footage, pamphlets. Those are 3 pages this thing. Oh. Hope capsule. The lighter. Okay. Still doesn't. I still can't believe that, the whole thing about Athena's prints being on it. Okay. I think that's that. So let's go ahead and just move to the Space Center, I guess. Because he said that she's most likely being questioned right now, so alright. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. Director Cosmos, do you have a minute? Yeah. Galactic Scooter! Full speed ahead! Director! He scooted away. His expression changed the instant he saw you, Daddy. Yeah, well, I dragged his name through the mud pretty good at the trial earlier today. Yeah, he's not gonna want to talk to us. He's like, you son of a... You ruined the great name of Director Yuri Cosmos. Boarding lounge. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, was that screen there, or that monster thing there before? And I'm like, well, wait a minute. It's because I turned it off in order to find that bullet hole, and, well, it's on again. We were here only yesterday. Oh, hey! Mr. Starbuck, you've been released, huh? Yep, and I came straight here. This is all thanks to you and your team, Mr. Wright. You gave me a second chance to fly into space again. I can't thank you enough. Except, I forgot about that. What's wrong? I thought you'd be happier to be acquitted. As I was coming out of the detention center, I saw Miss Sykes. He saw Athena? I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say to the poor girl. And then, you know what? She flashed a peace sign at me. Congratulations on your acquittal, she said. Now you can go back into space someday. Yeah, that sure sounds like Athena. I can just picture it. But I saw her eyes. They were red and swollen from crying. She's gotta be suffering. She must be so worried. And yet she went out of her way to be nice and give me that big smile. She held back her own tears so she could give someone else a smile. That's so Athena. There's no question about it. That girl is innocent. Please, Mr. Wright, you have to make sure she goes free. And then you can put me in prison instead. I don't mind. We can't have that either, Mr. Starbuck. What the hell's wrong with you, man? Oh, wait. You tricked me there, game. Don't worry, Mr. Starbuck. I'm going to give her the very best defense that I can. I promise to get her acquitted, just like I did for you. I know she'll be all right with you in her corner. I know you'll never give up on her. Apollo has a fine boss to look up to. Damn right he does, because I'm Phoenix Mother Justice. I mean, that's not right. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me today. Because I just got out of work. I'm a little bit more energetic, and then it feels good recording this game again, so... I'm an idiot, though, because I didn't even say that properly. Alright, so about the murder. I still can't believe Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum. What could have made Director Cosmos do such a thing? I haven't the foggiest idea. So there never was going to be a launch that day. Not from the very beginning. I wonder if Clay knew. I imagine he must have. Surely he would have noticed that you went to board a rocket. It's pathetic to think I was the only one who got taken in. But I guess that's about how it goes when you're worth less than space debris. Is he gonna be alright, Daddy? His expression looks as dark as a black hole. Well, that's just how he is. Yep, just a very, very sad man. Mr. Starbuck, do you remember anything about the murderer? Not really. I only saw a shadowy figure in the dark after all. Yeah, I guess that was a little too much to hope for. Well, hey, I heard something from the police, though. They said they never did find a 10-caliber gun down in the trash chute. Just as I thought. The culprit must have carried it away with them when they escaped. So, was the person you saw holding a gun... Oh, wait, was the person you saw holding a gun, Mr. Starbuck? I couldn't really tell. But it wasn't Athena, right? Could you tell if the person was male or female? Tall or short? I can't even tell you that much. Man, I'm useless. When the culprit opened the door and some light came in, I should have been able to see. The door. Ah, yes. As I recall, they opened this door here as they made their escape. The door to Launchpad 1, right? Yeah, except right now, the door leads to the Space Museum. You mean the Launchpad and the Space Museum are switched right now? Yeah, they're trying to investigate a theory you came up with in court. So, they're recreating the conditions. Oh, wait, so they're recreating conditions, huh? I'd like to see what's beyond that door now. Okay, we can probably do that. Mr. Starbuck, could you open this door for us? Sure, just let me have my print scanned here. That thing opened a lot quicker than I thought it would. Someone tells me it's not as safe as it should be, but alright. Switching with launch pads. Do the launch pads get switched back and forth a lot? Well, back when the Space Museum was Launchpad 2, they used to switch the pads around at times. But these days Launchpad 2 is only used as a tourist attraction, right? Right. Well, because, quite frankly, the Space Center needs the money. I hear you. Times sure are tough. Daddy, let's go check out what's beyond that door. Sure, let's go. Hey, why don't I come along? I can show you around. Whoa. Oh! Okay. Interesting. I wasn't expecting this, but let's investigate a little bit. So this is another one of those devices for opening doors, huh? Yep. But this one doesn't require fingerprint verification. You just hit the button and open sesame. So when you and Clay went through here, you didn't need to show your prints either? That's right, Trucy. Just like how the culprit didn't need to scan their prints when he escaped back out of the Space Museum corridor into Boarding Lounge 2. Okay, so that's actually very helpful to know. So inside of it, you don't need it. Don't need a verification. And of course, there's whatever the hell this is. Looks like debris or something. Dead leaves, okay. Huh, I wonder what these dead leaves are doing here. Maybe they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes. There are lots of trees around the Space Center. she's right. It's a modern, state-of-the-art building, but it's surrounded by trees. But I don't know. If they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes, wouldn't they look more crushed up? These don't look like they've been stepped on. Maybe there's some kind of secret hatch in the corridor, and they came in that way. Not everything's set up like a magician stage, you know. Well, I don't see anything else that jumps out at me. I imagine this corridor is built exactly like the Launchpad 1 corridor. Okay, so was that it? Yep, I guess it was. Alright, then let's go ahead and move on to, shoes. Do I want to go back to the entrance? Do I want to go to the detention center? Maybe Athena's good now, or... Actually, let me take a look at the core record. I'm gonna see, like, what are my notes? Okay, that doesn't really... Okay, well, let's go ahead and... No. Can I present to him, like, the more information regarding the, door? Let's see here. No. Do you know anything about this piece of evidence? No. Sorry, I'm so useless. Okay. No. It's alright. There's no need to get all depressed. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go ahead and move. Let's try the entrance first. Maybe something else is gonna be there. Okay. I don't know why I don't know why I thought that nothing was gonna be here, but we didn't have any other places to go. Curse the wretch who sullied my good name! Reverse course on full speed away! Director Cosmos, wait! I'll handle this, Daddy! Take that! Oh! The mobility system has been compromised! Trucy's knife throw was a direct hit to one of his tires. Holy crap, Trucy! And the streak continues. Maybe I should have kept a closer watch on what tricks she's been practicing. You got that little hat tip she does. Aw. My dear old battleship. We fought many a skirmish together. It's been an honor. Daddy, he's gonna blow that thing up. Nah, I bet all that button will do is make it go haywire again. Very well. I surrender. As a prisoner of war, I expect to be treated honorably. Yeah. Shut the hell up and tell me about switching about the launch pads. Honorably. Come on now. Director Cosmos, when you were talking in court about switching to launch pads, you used your right to remain silent about the reason as to why. Okay, and he looked kind of terrified too. Like it was like he just didn't want to say anything. Yep. Just can't, There you go. So it's like, who the heck... It must be someone or something he's afraid of, but... Who or what? Who the hell knows? The center of the cosmos is shrouded in mystery, but I don't have any secrets left. Now that my battleship has been destroyed, I've been taken prisoner! Oh, look what we got here! No secrets left, huh? I beg to differ. Looks like I'll have to undo his Cyclops if I want to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so... I guess we have some Cyclops unlocking to do. I guess I'll do it now. Why the hell not? Take that! Hopefully this won't take too long, but it's possible it might. Behind the switching and the launch pads. I want you to tell me everything you're hiding about the switching of 2 launch pads. I refuse. You can't make me. I can hold out longer than anyone. I hope I never get like this when I'm old. Now let's see. Where to start? This is how you explain your motive for switching the launch pads. You did it, and it says here, to fool the bomber, to prevent the bombing, or to save the astronauts. Shoot. Didn't you say to prevent the bombing? Could be mistaken here. You say your motive is to prevent the bombing, right? So what you're saying is that even though I switched the launch pads to prevent the bombing from happening, it ended up happening anyway, and I'm nothing but a big fool? I never said that last bit. That was just a little joke. Now I'll tell you what you really said at trial. See, if you guys can't tell, it's been a little while, so... Okay, oh wait, no, he did say to save his men. Okay, now I remember. Alright. Thanks to you switching launch pads, the astronauts escaped injury from the blast. Instead, they safely boarded the museum's rocket, far away from the actual explosion. My astronauts were raring to go out on an authentic adventure in space. How do you propose I had them board a fake rocket without them noticing? I agree you couldn't have done it without help. For one, they would have figured it out the instant they stepped into the Space Museum. You figured you could fool Mr. Starbuck once he's been drugged with his medication, but without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plan off. And the only person who would have known, I think, would have been Clay. You must have got Mr. Taryn to help you. And once again, I dropped my stylus. Happens every damn recording session. No! He stole the tranquilizers from his mentor's locker and slipped them to him. And then, with Mr. Starbuck in a daze, they boarded the replica rocket in the museum. Ah! Someone please help this poor prisoner of war! How's he able to spin around like that? If you really wanted to save the astronauts' lives, shouldn't you have just called off the launch? If I could have done that, do you think I would have gone to all that trouble? I guess he must have a compelling reason why he couldn't call it off. But how did you know to switch the pads in advance of the bombing incident? Well, that's because I was warned in advance. Once I received that warning, it was my duty to ensure my astronaut's safety. But it was just a warning. It could have been a prank. Why did you believe in it so completely? Because I went to one of those mediums everyone's talking about these days. Oh, I didn't realize channeling was back in vogue. Did he go see Maya? Besides, I thought it was you yourself that got the warning via telephone. Well, yes, that's right. The bomber contacted me personally. My battleship is equipped with a special advanced communication systems, you see. AKA a regular old telephone. It's been a while. Planning on another launch? I see you haven't learned. I'll never forget the terror I felt when I received that call. The bomber said it's been a while? And that was enough to make you take the threat seriously? Perhaps Director Cosmos took the threat so seriously because the Space Center had been involved in a bombing once before? Maybe the culprit in the current case is the same person who was involved in this incident. Duh. So the culprit in the current case is the same person who was involved in this incident. Would he be involved in... Well, Ted Tanay wasn't involved in the number 4 bombing, but maybe there was a bigger mastermind behind that. Right? Let's check that out. I think I was wrong. It was a courtroom bombing, wasn't it? That's when you were dealt a major blow. Do you really think blowing up a courtroom would have shaken the center of the cosmos? Gah! I guess I got it wrong. The director felt personally threatened, so it has to be something more relevant to him. The culprit in the current case is I'm the bombing, right? I think I got that one wrong too. Yeah, because damn, what the hell's wrong with me? Okay. Let me get my bearings, guys. They had 2 bombing. That must have been where the answer to your secret lies. Uh-oh. All hands, ready to Galactic Scooter's main turrets. Teacher's blockhead. What a precision shot is all about. Yeah, you got me. Guess I was way off on that one. Now let's see. Obviously, then the only one left is the Het 1 Miracle. I think I didn't choose the one because it says miracle. I was like thinking what the hell does that have to do with anything? Because when I think the word incident, I'm like something bad. Although the miracle thing, I mean, it was a really dire situation. It just ended up being okay at the end. Never mind. Just geez, the Het 1 Miracle, that epic story of survival. People across the nation know it as a heroic tale of bravery, but in truth, it was an act of sabotage perpetrated by our current killer, wasn't it? Very few knew about that previous plot, so when the killer said it's been a while, you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the danger was real, and it wasn't a prank. Yeah, didn't everyone tell you to go easy on an ex-serviceman? Yes, the Hat 1 miracle was really a desperate battle against an act of sabotage. I even lost the life of one of my staff members in the fight. Sabotage? Murder? So this is the ugly truth behind the Hat 1 miracle. I let my guard down. I thought the saboteur had been caught, and that the case was closed. Huh? Wait a minute. The murder at the Space Center 7 years ago? This must be the person Director Cosmos thought he was the culprit. Wait, this must be the person Director Cosmos thought was the culprit. 7 years ago? Wait a minute. Wait. Let me take a look at the, thing here. I thought the subject had been caught and that the case was closed. Wait a minute, the murder at the Space Center 7 years ago. This must have been a person Director Cosmos thought was the culprit. I mean, who the hell's here besides... I just want to blame the robots, but... Convicted of a murder... Oh yeah, here we go. Convicted of the murder at the Space Center 7 years ago. So yeah, I mean, I thought that was the only thing that kind of made sense. Take that! Simon Blackwell, the murder suspect in a case that happened here 7 years ago. The place and time of the two incidents, the murder and the sabotage, were the same. So you thought that he committed both crimes. But while Prosecutor Blackwell was behind bars, you got another threatening call. If the culprit this time is the same as 7 years ago, then it isn't Simon Blackwell. Realizing that, you were shaken. It meant the true culprit's been running free all this time. Ugh. How do you keep seeing straight through me? It's not that hard, buddy. Although I was having difficulty. I don't know. Like I said, it's been weeks since I played the game, and I need to get my bearings straight again, so... In either case, we've successfully broken all the Cyclops, and in the next episode, we'll go ahead and hopefully see what he has to say about the whole motive behind switching the launch pads, and, like, see what other secrets he has to tell us. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. I'll see you guys later.